Thank you. Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us on the web. This is Gil Levis in News Chopper 4 Bravo, along with my pilot, Chris Sanders. We're watching and monitoring the Bobcat fire continuing to burn in the foothills above Monrovia. We're looking at above Monrovia and Bradbury right now. As I zoom out to a wide shot, we're using our infrared camera system to give you a shot of the fire. It is behaving like fire should be at night. It tends to lay down at night. It is not as active. You're seeing all the amount of smoke that this fire is putting out. In fact, we were out here about an hour and a half ago. The smoke had seemed to be better, but as we returned, in fact, we were launching from Fullerton Airport, we had quite a bit of smoke at Fullerton Airport from this fire. So the winds must have changed a little bit and diverted that smoke out towards the south and towards the east a little bit. But right now we're looking at that fire burning above the Bradbury and Monrovia area. As I pan to the left, it's going to be towards the west. You see a glow out there, and up higher is Mount Wilson that is being threatened by fire tonight as the fire continues to grow in the westerly direction. And we were out here yesterday covering the fire in the Arcadia area, just to the left of this fire, this area that's burning. And they were doing backfiring operations that appear to have worked very well, and it's pushed that fire back on itself. And so now we're seeing fire further up in the foothills here above the homes. And I'll bring in the map so that you can see the location where we're at. You see Sycamore Lane there on the bottom of your screen. Okay, Jack, thank you. Firefighters continuing to hammer this fire on the ground and in the air. The air assault has ended for the night due to darkness, but the fire crews in the air with water dropping helicopters hitting these lower levels of fire and flame. They dip water from a nearby reservoir and fly right over to it. So they're able to just continue to pound those fire lines as the fire continues to burn out of control in those steep, rugged hills there above Monrovia. I'll zoom in so you can kind of get an idea of what this hillside looks like. And with the infrared camera system, we can look right through that smoke and see even the terrain where it's burning. Like in this area, you can see there's enough light there that's lighting up the hillside, the unburned brush below. The evacuation orders that were in effect yesterday remain in effect today in the area of Elkins Avenue and Santa Anita Avenue. And the Arcadia Fire Department is telling us that they have about 267 homes in that area evacuated, the Arcadia area. Also impacted is a sliver of Sierra Madre that comes up to the base of the hills. So that's very typical what you're seeing there. The fire just kind of smoldering there, laying down. That's very typical. You'll see flare-ups at night, like the flare-up happening there on the left. I'll put it in the center of the screen, and you see that, how it's flaring up. Once it gets into some thicker unbrushed, or unburned brush, I should say. And of course, this is the southern flank of the fire. We're looking at the southeast flank of the fire right now that's most active down low in the lower levels. The good news up in the northern flank, or the northern area of this fire, way up in the wilderness, is that the fire is moving towards the previous burn scars of the station fire and several other fires that we've had over the years. And in those areas, there's a lot less brush to burn, and that's helping firefighters to battle the flames on the northern flank of the fire. But still, this fire putting out a tremendous amount of smoke that just continues to feed all the smoke in the basin of LA and Orange County, Riverside, San Bernardino. I'll come out of the infrared just to give you an idea of how it looks with the normal lens, the high definition there lens without the infrared, and that infrared really helps us to see through that smoke and see the details of what's going on up there. But still, you see a lot of active flame here that for the most part has laid down, but it gets into that heavier brush and starts to flare up at times. Now, this fire definitely can be seen from the 210 freeway. And if I tilt down here just briefly, you'll see the 210 freeway. We're just right over that. And the fire up the road there of Mountain Avenue right there, a major that's running towards the hills. There is some activity I'm going to zoom into real quick here. You see firefighters on that ridge line. I don't know if you can make that out. I'll bring in the infrared to see if we see that a little better. But there you see it looks like a vehicle there. Might be a dozer. Right there, that little light. There's two firefighters there working that fire line there. They're keeping an eye on it. 2 minutes. Two minutes to the show start, yeah. One minute. Okay, do you want a tight shot or wide shot? Okay. Okay, we'll do that. Hey, hey Adam, thank you. Okay, I'll start a push in. We can turn. $15, okay. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Hang on. Copy, Jack. Thank you. Yeah, we were in a steep turn. That's why you lost us. We should be back on. We can drop if you like.